heading right into the Americas. Not humans.
Are they indigenous to this area?
What you are going to see is an abundance of Cantonese. They're on your left-hand side. They're what I call the freeloaders of the safari. They were not invited, nor do they believe they kind of come here for beauty and architecture. There's some animals on your left-hand side. These big birds are rheas. Rheas are a type of rat-type bird, which is a flightless bird. Males and females look different. The males have this black ring around their neck. Females are, their ring is like a little bit of like a brownish, grayish color, and their necks aren't as thick. They're about 4 foot, and they can run 40 miles per hour. Let's see. Well, there's the bison. So coming up on bison. Bison are the largest land mammals in North America. They can get about 2,200 pounds. There they are. There are a couple of baby bison. They're going to be this like burnt orange color. They might be hiding out in the high grass right now, but there's about 4 baby bisons out there. And bison are so insulated that when it snows, their body releases no heat, so it piles up on their back instead of melting off like it does about. There's the babies, guys, on your left-hand side. They're going to see that burnt orange color for a couple months. As you can see, some of the older bison babies are starting to get that brownish, blackish color to them. In here, we should see our elephants, our zebras, our rhinos, our Asian water buffalo, and our ostriches. Since the park opened 50 years ago. They've been here since 1974. So what she's doing right now, she's kind of throwing dirt up on her back, and it has a couple purposes. It helps obviously cool them down and acts as a natural sunblock. It also has a bug repellent. Their trunk is an elongation of their nose and their top lip. It has over 100,000 muscles. They can pick anything up from as small as a penny to as large as a tree trunk. And if you see their tusks, some of them look different, and that's because like us, like we have a dominant right or a left hand, they have a dominant tusk side. The shorter one is just the one they tend to use a little bit more. There we go. And they love swimming. They go under there for long periods of time. They can fully submerge as long as they have their trunk out. Just a little tip to get some air, they'll stay under there for hours. We're going to see a lot more ostriches on the way, so I'll talk about them a little bit more because the white rhinos are gorgeous. These gals have been here for a long time also. White rhino, I know they're gray. We believe it's a miscommunication of translation, the Dutch word wide, white, because they have such wide mouths. They're a mega herbivore. They consume about 400 to 600 pounds of vegetation in a day. And their horns are made of keratin. That's the same thing our fingernails and our hair is made up, and these ladies will mend and mold their horn anyway they like to kind of impress their fellas. And it's for their horns specifically that we've lost so many individuals and subspecies of rhinos in the wild. In the watering hole right here is our Asian water buffalo. They are super reliant on water. That's why they're in Africa, because we have big watering holes. They live in these like muddy waters, so they have something that we call a fenton, which is like this empty joint right above their hoof to help prevent them from getting stuck into that mud. And let's see. Oh, we have some ostriches crossing the road on your left-hand side. 2 females, and there's our male ostrich. They're the largest bird in the world. Also, they're a rat-type bird, which is a flightless bird. They have 2 toes, and they can run 50 miles per hour, sometimes 60 in short bursts. These are going to be our grants, zebras. Let's see. Zebras are black with white stripes because we can tell their dominant color from their nose, from their muzzle. But if you look closely, zebras are actually dark brown with white stripes. It's just because their hair is so short, it looks like black hair. Their stripes and patterns are unique to them, just like our fingerprints are. And when a baby's born, and we do have one little zebra baby out there, so we'll have to keep an eye out for her. But when she's born, they kind of keep her hands from each other. In the eye. They got these like beady black eyes out of them. I can see her hind ear ready. So at the furthest feeding hole, you can see the little our baby zebra. She's about a couple months, 2 months old, maybe almost 2 months old now. They're so cute, right? Zebras are so cute. Everyone loves them. Well, guess what? They're mean. And that's why we haven't domesticated them like donkeys and horses, because they bite really hard and they're super territorial. So that's why we don't see them riding around in the Olympics or like in our backyard as workers, because they're super mean. Now we're going to be heading into the wild. Start talking about them now. The ones with the 3 to 4 foot points, these are going to be Lisa oryx. These guys live in these really hot, dry, arid regions. They don't have much access to water, but they can increase their body temperature to match the outside temperature up to 160 degrees, so it reduces sweat. So they can go months without water. And they also have giant kidneys that they can turn urine back into water, which is gross and cool at the same time. Oh, poor cabin geese. Ow, they moved over here. Told you they're everywhere too. There's some more Bisa oryx right over there.
We'll see them soon. We have to get to Africa first.
Some of them stay out. Most of the American animals stay out because they're used to it, but a lot of these, they have their little winter barns that are heated and everything like that. Oh, on your right-hand side, these little guys, these are our grumpy old men. These are black buck. As a black buck gets older, they get this darkish color. The younger ones are tan. These beautiful ones right here, they have perfect heart-shaped noses. They also look like they sat on a freshly cleaned toilet seat. These are the Olympic water bug. They excrete this really smelly, sticky oil. It helps water to move them. It helps predators think that their meat is run. And it also attracts females, or males, I should say. The striped one that you guys saw, that was the African mamba. They just had some babies, so they're hanging out in their little enclosure. But African mambas are what we call the ghosts of the forest. We don't really know too much about them. They're very elusive. We do know that the females are prettier and that they have about 10 to 15 stripes that are unique to them. Unlike New Jersey native white-tailed deer, they keep those really cute spots their whole life. If you look at the males have what we call our palmate antlers. So if you kind of go like this, it looks like you have the antlers of a deer because it looks like they palm your hand.
Did you see the deer?
They're super skittish, so they're hanging out in there because of the construction that we're going to see shortly. Oh wait, I still see the giraffes coming, which is awesome. So I'll talk about the resort before we get over to the giraffes. This is Savannah Sunset Resort Spa, our glamping experience. Each tent has a bathroom and air conditioner because that was my main concern, like it's hot and where am I going to the bathroom out here. There's a restaurant, a bar, a spa, and a Starbucks. Every morning you get to look at the giraffes and you get like a semi-private tour in one of our trucks. It includes a multi-day pass, but if you have a season pass, it includes a flash pass. Here they are. These are the reticulated giraffes. Oh, right behind them quickly is the white bearded gnu, or the blue wildebeest. They take place in that Great Migration, which is where millions of animals kind of circle to a semicircle their whole life looking for better food and better water. But they're the reticulated giraffes. Male excited. They're pretty fast. There's one of our little babies right there. They walk in what we call a parallel gait. So you kind of see how their front on the right and left side and the hind leg kind of like walk into each other. That's a parallel gait. There's our big daddy right there. Hey! The scimitars are out. These beautiful ones are scimitar horned oryx. They're featured on, just like those Bisa oryx where they can increase their body temperature, they do exactly the same thing, except they were extinct in the early 2000s in the wild. And due to conservation efforts, we've now increased our population to about 160, which is awesome. And they're featured on this year's Seaman Icon. Oh, on the right-hand side on the ground is going to be our addax. Addax is technically where we get the mythical term unicorn from. Most of their horns, not that one, are so symmetrical that if you look at them from a side profile, it looks like one horn. So the story is the man went to the mountains and saw a white horse with a horn and went like, you're crazy. Picture, that's where a unicorn came from. If you guys see that female ostrich right there, she is sitting in a couple of eggs. Her and the male will kind of switch off every couple of hours and take turns. An ostrich egg is 3 pounds, which is equivalent to 24 chicken eggs. And they're so strong that we can actually stand on them without them breaking. And then these guys right here, these is a sable antelope. Baby was just born yesterday, so we gotta kind of look for her just a little bit. She's really small. They hide her out in the tall grass. You might not be able to tail the name, or the black wildebeest. Sort of cousins of the blue wildebeest we just saw. They get their name because they have a mohawk on the top of their nose, other than their chin and on their chest. They're a nomadic species, which means we don't really know know where they live. They kind of just follow the food. And another cool thing about them is they was actually extinct at the end of the 18th century in the wild, and now their population is about 18,000 because of conservation efforts. Now we're heading into Kingsland, and this is going to be home to our lions here. So these lions are African lions. It looks they're going to be right under this wood structure. A group of lions is a pride. Here at Six Flags, we have 3 prides of lions. They're also the only large cat species that love to live in a social setting, and they're also the laziest. They sleep about 20 hours a day, and the other 4 is for going on dates and eating. We can hear them roar from 5 miles away. And females are the ones that do all the work. They're the hunters. They're pack hunters. They go out there in a pack going to look for food. They have a super low success rate. It's under 25% successful. And a lot of that has to do with stamina. They're such large cats with little hearts that they can't really the Grinch, they can't really keep up with little excellence, so they give up real easy. But when they are successful, the males come in first and they eat about 40 to 60 pounds. And the females get whatever's left over, and then the babies, they get the scraps of the leftovers. Ostriches can get to about 9 foot in height, so when they get close to the truck, their head is just over these little rails. And in here, it looks to be our... Now we're heading into... Oh, there's some more oojads right there, guys. See their armpit beard? Maybe an ankle beard. I don't know. Yeah, it's an armpit beard. The next armpit beard, that's what we're going to call it. We're heading into Black Bear Ridge. That's going to be home to the smallest, most widely spread bear subspecies of the rest of North American black bear. Located in 49 states. Do any of you guys have any idea what state the black bear is not located in?
California. Hawaii.
Close. It's warmer than that.
Hawaii.
Warmer.
Hawaii.
Perfect. Hawaii. And that's just because they can't swim that far yet or rent a boat. Black bears are what we call opportunistic omnivores, which means they're going to eat whatever they can. They do prefer leafy greens to vegetables. They're also amazing climbers. They're built for it. Black bears' paws are curved and their claws are hooked to help them grip onto whatever they're holding so they don't slide down the trees. This one's taking a big snoozer. They're also lazy too. In the wild, they sleep about 12 to 17 hours a day. It really depends. It's hard to see, guys, but in this little tree area in that cement thing is our den. There's 2 mamas and 4 black bear babies in there. You might be able to see a little head pop up every once in a while, but it's nap time, so I guess they're all making them take a nap right now. That's probably exactly what this girl's gonna do right now. Nope, she's gonna make me a liar. Or she's gonna do it as soon as with the baby.
Yeah.
Aww. So these are the red letrays. They're gorgeous. Males have horns, females do not. That's a little grumpy old man again with the red letrays. I don't know, he likes to hang out with the big guys, I guess. But see how she's walking away from the black buck? But again, these are males, that's a female. If you see those black lines on the side of the legs, they actually discrete an oil that helps waterproof them. All these stripes to help them camouflage, and as they get older, they kind of start to evaporate. Or disappear, not evaporate. That makes no sense. Now we're heading into Terra Ursus. This is Latin of the land. Oh, these tents over here are our 6 family tents. They sleep about 6 people, which is awesome. And they're what we call the premier veranda. They're gorgeous. I think they have about 12 families staying right now, which is awesome. The little clingy, so he's taking a semester off. Not quite ready to go on his own. And he's about a year old, mom's about 6, and he's already bigger than her. So that just goes to show you how quick those males grow up besides the females. Bears in general love swimming, all bears. Especially the brown bears. They love looking for salmon. They just love being in the water. They actually can hold their breath quite long. As you see, this one's probably going to go bubbles quite soon, which is hysterical. There we go. And if you look to your left, you can see some of our bears having a little spa day in our jacuzzi area right over there. That's what oh, just one bear. Oh, yay! And coming up over there they are, both of them right next to each other. I wish you guys were in here. See the legs? It's hard to move out when your legs are hanging out the pouch, you know what I mean? Now, if you see their tail, they use them as their kickstand. It's all muscle. There's a reason for that. They use their tail as a kickstand. They use it as a third leg when they're walking and move along with them. And when they're hopping, they use it as a counterweight. It gets really tight. And that is because their hip joints are fused together, so they can't really move them independently. We got some Canada geese crossing the road. They actually move out of the way, which is hysterical. So the big birds that we see over here, these are going to be our emus. Does anyone know the velociraptors from the Jurassic Park franchises? Yep. These birds were used to make their movements for the CGI characters of the velociraptors, especially that kitchen scene when they're walking on the top of it. Yep, these are emus. Emus are another type of rat-type bird, which is a flightless bird. But unlike their cousins, the threeas and the ostriches, they don't have big wings. They have a little flap that has one claw, and they can't really move it. It just kind of hangs there. We call that a fish crow wing. And they're the only birds that have the calf muscle. And if you look at the top of their heads, they always have these little hairs that grow right up there. That always look like they're stressed or like frazzled, like they had a horrible day. And we should see some more kangaroos hanging out over here. Look at the Canada geese, always stealing the food. There's all that fun stuff. Coming up first, we're going to see our Bengal tiger. Bengal tigers are the only tigers that have a color variation. And here in Six Flags, we have the golden tabby variety. She's got like strawberry blonde fur with butterscotch stripes. She's kind of like what we would consider like a natural redhead in our world. She's an elder cat. She's exceeded her life expectancy, I think, by almost 7 to 8 years now. So she's almost pushing into her late 20s, early 30s, which is cool. Tigers in general prefer solidarity unless they're like litter mates or a bonded pair. They do prefer to live alone. Coming up on your right is the nilgai. These are the natural prey to the tigers in Asia. But because of their decrease in numbers, their number is booming. They're actually a huge nuisance out there, destroying crops and fields and everything like that. But they're a sacred beast, so don't really do much about it. They're actually very pretty, and the males get this bluish hue to them as they get older, and that's why they're called nilgai, because nilgai is a Sanskrit for blue cow. And here's our Siberian tiger. They're the largest cat and tiger species in the world. And here we have 4 sisters and 1 brother, which is a litter of 5, which is crazy. That never happens. It's 2, maybe 3. Their stripes are important to them. When the nilgai walk through here, they get super crazy. So we might get some cool stuff. Ooh, if you look behind their ears, guys, those are what we call eyes. They're called false or fake eyes. They makes them look super big when they're sitting down, laying, or eating. So predators tend to stay away from them. Across the street over there is mom to the tigers. If I had 5 kids, I'd be by myself also.